Ignores her scolding because he notices that there's a sign glowing on top of a nightclub door. Meanwhile, the hobo sees a monster known as Lying Figure appear at the entrance of the tunnel. When James enters the nightclub, he remembers the time Mary brought him here and introduced him to her friends. All the locals knew her because her father built the town and gave them purpose. Suddenly James hears the hobo scream and runs back to check on him, only to find his body disintegrating on the ground. The radio starts playing static noises and James is shocked to see the lying figure approaching him. The creature opens its chest and starts spouting acid, so James quickly dodges it and throws a tool to bring it down. The monster then crawls under a van and disappears into the sewers. Afterward, the radio starts playing an emergency broadcast that asks all the residents to evacuate. This is followed by an alarm that begins to wail through town and several lying figures appear on the street as a deep darkness covers the ground and the buildings. James immediately grabs the radio and starts running, dodging all the lying figures and the acid shots that try to stop him. After lots of running, James trips and falls, causing all the rats in the area to flee. He watches in horror as some weird cockroaches called creepers emerge from a grill and attack a rat to bring it to their nest. A roach also approaches James, who immediately smashes it on the ground. Suddenly hundreds of creepers come out and chase after James, who has to keep running. In a random alley, he sees the creepers successfully attacking a lying figure. He ends up falling again and accidentally dropping the tool, but he can't retrieve it because the creepers quickly walk over it. Eventually he finds a fence and manages to cross it by walking through a hole. The creepers begin climbing the fence and watch him escape. Then James enters an apartment building and locks the door with some wooden planks. Soon the creepers arrive and climb on the glass, but they can't get in so they just stare. As James looks around, a bleeding woman appears behind him, but when he turns around she's gone. He points his phone flashlight at the stairs and sees a figure disappearing. James wonders if it was Mary and remembers the day they moved to this building. He takes the stairs and reaches the next floor, only to find the next stairs blocked by a gate. Then James enters an apartment and finds a glowing TV. A box next to it has a bunch of tapes labeled with the months of 2017. As he comes closer, he has a vision of blood-stained hands touching a body, and he falls on his knees as a pitching sound causes him to have a terrible headache. The visions continue, so James calls M to tell her his head hurts a lot. M wants to know where he is, but James only says he's getting closer. At that moment the call ends because his phone is out of battery. Then James runs to the balcony and feels the rain falling on his head. On the apartment above his, there's a silhouette waiting. Meanwhile, M keeps trying to call James to no avail. She then makes a mysterious call saying that her patient violated the procedure, so she'll need a wellness check. Afterward, James climbs the balconies to reach the apartment above his. When he goes inside, he discovers that the silhouette is a bunch of moths on top of a mannequin. He looks at the mannequin's dress and remembers Mary used to have one like this. There's a light at the back, so James follows it to find a flashlight in what appears to be a very creepy shrine that has more moths inside a plastic head. This triggers another memory. One day when he came back from the grocery store, James found Mary surrounded by a gothic crowd in the darkness. They were telling her that love can twist someone's head and they needed her to stay focused. As soon as they saw James watching them, they opened the curtains